In this quick video guide, we're gonna see how we can configure Dreamweaver to work with a local and a remote site. So we did other video guides about FTP and how we can use file transfer protocol using a client, like for example FileZilla or other types. So you find the video guides in the channel. Just search in the channel. So we use FileZilla, WinSCP, and then we have a lot of other options like for free or for trial. And in this video, we're gonna see how we can do this directly with Dreamweaver. We already mentioned this in the Dreamweaver video course, but we're gonna see this now in the specifics. So what I'm gonna do is just show you that usually when you buy a domain and a web space to put your website, to publish your website, probably you can find also some indications or instructions to how to configure your client or your FTP using your hosting provider indications. So in my case, I have a provider called Aruba. So with this, I can go in the documentation and I can find the information that I need on how to configure FTP, for example, using FileZilla. In here, we have an example with FileZilla, but it's pretty similar in all the other FTPs. So even in Dreamweaver, it's going to be similar. So essentially, we need three or four information, really important information. We need the host, so it means the server where we're going to connect, and the FTP. So usually is FTP dot the name of your domain dot com or dot org, something like that. The door is usually 21. The protocol is usually FTP, and that's it. Then we need the username and the password that are given by your provider. In my example, I will have something like this. So a series of numbers and then the the name of the provider host. And so this is something that we can also configure directly in Dreamweaver and when we set up a site. So I'm gonna go in Dreamweaver. I'm gonna put this down, and this is the site configuration in Dreamweaver. We're gonna see this from the beginning in a minute, but just to show you, that's where your, well, this is a generic name, so you can put anything in there. You can put the name of the domain or just a name, and then here we choose the protocol we want to use. Now usually it's FTP, but we also have others if that doesn't work. And then this is usually how it should look like. So FTP dot name of the domain dot the extension of the domain, and then here you put your username. So this is just an example, and the password, and make sure you run a test before go forward, otherwise it could not work and you need to go back here and modify this. You can modify this anytime, any moment. So if you are beginning creating a site, well, this is Dreamweaver, by the way, and if you're interested in Dreamweaver, you can see the entire video course in the channel and also other extra video guides like this for specific topics. And so you can create a site here, but starting from the site setup, or you can go in a already existing site and you could just add the server. You can define a server. So you can basically define a server before you even start, or on the work in progress of your site. So if you want to use something that was some site that you already defined and you want to add a server, you can just pick a site from the list of the sites in the panel here and then define the server. So here you can just go in the servers part and then plus and add a server from here. So again, you start to fill out all the information and that's it. So you basically start first in local, create your site, your pages and everything, and then you define a server. Or else, before you even start, before everything begins, you go here and you do the site setup. So even before you start creating pages and documents, etc., you can put a name here and click define a folder. So let's assume I want to do a new local site and we'll create a new local folder. I will give it the name. So I'm going to call this, for example, iDesign test, and select this as the local folder for my site. And that's the name of the site. Now you can also configure Git if you want to work with and collaborate with other people, etc. But let's skip that and let's go here, click on the plus, and then we have here to configure this. So server name, again, is going to be something, whatever you want. So I'm going to type here like iDesign server. FTP, you can see you have many options, but usually you can go directly with the standard FTP. Door is going to be 21. FTP address, I'm going to type here as is suggested. You can also copy and paste this part right here, or even you can copy and paste everything, and the software is going to get rid of the beginning part. There you go. So you're just going to have FTP dot name of the domain dot extensions, and then copy and paste also the, so here I'm gonna put like iDesign, that's the domain, and .wiki, that's the extension. And now I just need the username and password. So I'm just gonna copy and paste those from my hosting provider and then test and see if everything is working. And so you can see we configure now the server side. So I'm gonna save this so I can keep it. And then if I want to connect, I need to click on this little button right here, kind of a plug-in, electrical plug icon. So I click there and it should work. If it doesn't, there's something mistaken in the info. There you go. So it's giving me an error. So in this case, I need to go back. I need to try, you can try a couple of times. Maybe it's just a connection error, but if it doesn't work, go back in manage site and get into the site you're configuring, get into the configuration, clicking on the little pencil there, get into the server, adjust wherever needs to be adjusted, or change things. And if you cannot find the way, you can always ask the hosting provider. You can also delete, duplicate, do other operations here, but all we need to do now is just edit, modify that, and perhaps I copy and paste the password wrong or something like that. Test it before you go here, otherwise you need to go back every time. So now it works. You can see I'm connected. These are the domains that I am at the moment managing. So I can go in, these are like subdomains. So in here I have a site in WordPress, so you can see all the folders here and the files that come with a WordPress configuration that usually is done by the hosting provider, so you don't need to do anything, and also FTP is taken care of by hosting provider. But this is just to show you how you can do it also with Dreamweaver. So I just created a new HTML page. I'm gonna save this as HTML file just to test a little bit of uploading and downloading. And that's the local folder. I already downloaded the index, so I can delete it. And I can save this as, let's call this whatever, test index HTML, or just test, and put everything in small letters, not capital letters. Save, and that's it. So this is just, a quick example. Now, if we want to exchange data, files, folders, etc., you can also use this expanded vision of the local and remote. So this is my local folder files, and this is the remote. And I have here something that I already downloaded, but if I right-click, I can delete it, I can upload it. Now, if I say put, is gonna upload it. If I say get, is going to download it. You can see also up here you have the down arrow, the up arrow to get input files on. So now I've just uploaded the test, which is somewhere in here. So, and I can also synchronize if I don't see changes happening. And there you go, that's my file I've just uploaded. And I can do the other way. So if I go here, right click, and let's delete, and you have also other operation here like git and other stuff. I don't have delete actually, so I'm gonna click there and just click on the delete key on the keyboard to delete it, and just click and drag or just get files. So make sure it's connected, because right now it doesn't look connected. So click there, that's the electrical plug icon again, and then click on the download, select the file, click on the download, and well, just read the various messages here. But there you go. So it's pretty easy to upload, download, exchange, transfer, etc., etc. Everything we can we need to do with the local and remote, we can manage it from here. So this will be all for this quick guide. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support us, thank us, join the channel as a supporter and check our other video courses and video guides in the channel. So thanks again for watching and see you in the next video guide.